I'm saving the chat box too. I'm going to smush it in with the first chat box. I'm going to rearrange it, put all the YouTube channels right up the top, then put the contact details and then the chat right down the bottom. And then I will send that out. That's today's goal. And so you'll get all that. I encourage you to have one-to-ones with not just the people that turned up today here, but the ones at the other group as well. You'll see the email addresses right up the top. You don't reply all and say who wants a one-to-one. Nobody does that way. You just pick someone off the list and go, you want to have a one-to-one, and we find out about each other. The most important things about one-to-ones is that you learn to talk about yourself and what it is that you do. I hear this is a dilemma all the time. People will come to me and say, well, I have the one-to-ones, but I'm always hearing people talk about themselves. They never ask me about me. They're not interested. They don't like me. It was a rubbish person. It doesn't really matter what they say. I'm going, no, that was you not knowing how to put yourself into the conversation. So it's easy to get someone talking and it's easy to leave yourself out. But the importance of learning to put yourself into the conversation is the difference between eventually getting sales and not having sales. It's so important. And how we leave ourselves out is this. Generally, someone at home will say to us, oh my God, I have to tell you this story about work today. And then someone at home, our loved ones, will say, do I have to hear about it again? I understand you like your job, but I'm not having a great day today. Here's what you say. And then that teaches us not to speak about what we do. So your job is to say, yes, you need to hear this story. You need to tell me I'm amazing. Then we'll just talk about whatever will make you feel better. Because it's the practice of speaking, even if it's to someone who's not buying your thing, it's a practice of being able to speak about what you do when you have an actual customer in front of you. Then you'll be confidently be able to speak about what it is you do. Had Lib Ferreira, who did the branding for Business at Breakfast, so has done the branding for our B at B symbol and Business at Breakfast symbol. Many years ago, she was in sales classes and we were talking about one-to-ones, and she said she didn't have very many. And said the secret is in the one-to-one is hear about them, but learn to speak about you and say what you do. So she wrote to me this particular year. So in the June, she had that lesson. And on the 1st of December, she wrote to me and she said, I'll just give you, I'll tell you how the last few months have gone. She said, in the last 12 months from July from the year before to June, she said, I've had 17 clients. So 17 jobs, graphic design jobs. She said, in the last 5 months since having to practice these one-to-ones, and you said I have to write down, log how many I've done. She said, I've done 51 one-to-ones from July to the 1st of December. She said, and I've had 50 clients. She said, and it wasn't that all of them from the one-to-one became a client. It was just in the practice of talking about herself and learning how to put herself into the conversation, that when a client was standing in front of her, she was able to easily speak about what she did. The client understood and was able to hire her. So that's why one-to-ones are so important. It's so that we can practice speaking about what we do.